Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to go over sketching thumbnails. It's a key part of my art process and it's the first step I take before creating a painting. I divided it into 3 simple steps that you can follow and incorporate into your art process. The first step is easy. You can't mess this up. All you need is to draw a box or rectangle. This will create a frame so you can see where things will fit within the space. You can even do a circle if you want. Just keep in mind the shape of your final piece. Now at this point, I also like to start with a rule of thirds as a guide for composition. There are many compositions to choose from, but this is a great one to start with if you're new. The way it works is you add 2 vertical and horizontal lines dividing in your box or rectangle, and the lines that intersect are where you want to place your subject, because this will create a more interesting composition rather than having it in the dead center. The next step is to draw my main lines and shapes. Pick the bold lines in your reference and create the main shapes. I usually start by adding the horizon line. Here I am also adding my main tree and one of the intersecting points in the rule of thirds so that it can be a focal point in the thumbnail painting. Values. I want to give a brief overview of what they are, and they basically are just your darks and your lights in your painting or drawing. Values are important because they define form, add dimension to a piece, add depth, and bring balance. Here I am painting a value scale going from the lightest to the darkest. I mostly use 5 different values in my thumbnail sketches, but for the purpose of this video and to only simplify this process, I'm only going to focus on 3 values. So your lightest is white, your midtone is gray, and the darkest is black. This helps bring a painting and drawing to life. At this point, you just have to fill in the values. Here I am starting with the darkest and going towards light. Values in my thumbnail sketches are helpful when I paint outside and the sunlight changes. I can always refer back to the thumbnail sketch for guidance on where to place my lights. If you find it hard to see the values, it's okay. I recommend adding a black and white filter over your photo reference like I had here. If your reference is in person, you can find a viewfinder with a red filter over it. is how you paint a thumbnail. And for the purpose of showing another way that you can create thumbnails, I will show how to create a thumbnail sketch with a pencil. You can really use any medium that you prefer. Just follow the 3 simple steps and you will be able to create a thumbnail. Now we have them both side by side, showing the difference between the mediums. If you want to learn more about thumbnail sketching, I actually wrote a small blog post about it, and I will have the link in the description box below.